Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I'm just sitting here in my robe drinking my morning coffee, looking sexy as hell as usual. Alright guys, I know that title is a bit tongue-in-cheek, but it's true. If you were truly on a paleo diet and you followed the eating habits of Paleolithic man as we know them, if you saw somebody with a pizza, you would stab them with a sharp stick, take the entire pizza, and you would devour it as quickly as you possibly could. Because that's the dietary practices of Paleolithic man as we knew them. And I'm not saying for all of the Paleolithic era, because the truth is we don't even know what cultures and diets existed for the majority of human history. That is even a myth. We have only enough data since our last population bottleneck. Our species almost went extinct 20 to 30,000 years ago. The human race almost went extinct. Due to the last glacial period, we had a population bottleneck. They think as few as 3 to 5,000 of us survived. Our species is 200,000 years old that we know of. So we have no clue what cultures or writings or anything else could have developed during that time period that were lost underneath the ice, destroyed by time, destroyed by weather. We don't really know for sure what happened. But we do know what happened after that. And the thing is, all this paleo diet thing has always been a fad. I'm not saying some of the ideas in it aren't good and it isn't helpful for managing your body weight and managing your body fat. A lot of the ideas in there are very good for that. Mainly because it has you eating high satiation, micronutrient dense foods. Of course, that's going to help most people stay leaner because you're going to eat less calories. It's not a bad idea in practice. It's when people try to call it a Paleolithic diet or use this dogma that's insane. The truth is, all through the Paleolithic era that we do have records of, and we do have fossil records and historical records, we know that the diet varied so tremendously from one region to the other that you couldn't even compare the diets. They varied as much as diets do today in the modern world, even in terms of macronutrient composition. Carbohydrate intakes range anywhere from 1% up to 70 or 80% of calorie intake in some regions. So you can't even look at the macros and try to base it on something like that. And the truth is, Paleolithic man died frequently from malnutrition and starvation. People are really trying to base their dietary ideas off of a period of time when people died of malnutrition. I suppose that is a good way to lose weight, though. To starve to death is probably a good way to lose weight, but outside of that, it's ridiculous based upon that. Here's what the Paleolithic diet was. Paleolithic man, anything that looked edible, they ate it. As much of it as they could. And if it didn't look edible, didn't taste edible, because they always had a food shortage during most of those times, or always had famines and extra ice ages and cold winters and all sorts of things that restricted food and caused people to starve to death, anything that they could process, cook, or refine through any means to make it edible or palatable, they ate that also. And they ate so much of it that they got as fat as they could while food was available so that they wouldn't hopefully starve to death next time there was a shortage. That is the Paleolithic diet. So which diet on earth today most closely resembles a true Paleolithic diet? The typical American diet. Going to a pizza buffet is about as paleo as it could possibly get. So put that into perspective when people try to sell you these hyped up gimmicks instead of just focusing on the truth of why any sort of diet like that might actually work. It's not based upon history. It's not based upon reality. These are purely diets that have high satiation foods so that you eat less and you take in less total calories. It's as simple as that. Alright guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.